Hey everyone, here is activity 2. We're evaluating Dr. Finlay's credibility. Dr. Finlay is a new person that is interacting with the team as they try to figure out yellow fever. So we're going to look at descriptions, rumors, opinions about him in chapters 2 and 6 to decide about his credibility. So when you highlight, as it says right here, 2 examples, it's words or phrases that show whether he is or is not credible. Make sure you highlight it and then add a little note that explains why he is or is not credible. Same thing with here. And then make sure you vote. And then you're going to think about, based on those rumors, based on those opinions, based on his experiments, based on the work that he did, is he credible? Did your opinion of him change? Did you think he was credible and now you don't? Did you think he wasn't credible and then you read something that made you change your mind? If it changed, what was that reason? And now, how do those rumors and opinions have an effect on how you thought about his credibility? So, for number 1, you're going to go and make sure you've highlighted why the evidence for why your opinion of Dr. Finlay is what it is. So, do you think he's credible? And find an example of why you think he's credible. If it changed, find and highlight what made it change, and then go find the rumors and explain, if that were a rumor, highlight it and explain what did the rumor or opinion make you think of about his credibility, and then hand it in. Activity 3. You're going to read this to understand Dr. Finlay's theory about mosquitoes and yellow fever. So you're going to write a list below for each stage of his theory for how a mosquito spreads yellow fever. It's really important that you put the stages in order from first to last. Okay? So number 1, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. If you want to highlight them in your text first so you know exactly what you're doing, that's fine. This is not, I repeat, not copy and paste. I want you to explain each step in your own words. We're not going to share with a partner this time. You need to make sure that you have that completed on your own. And we've got some reading that we're going to do. So Dr. Lazier designs an experiment that he's going to use to test Dr. Finlay's theory about the role of mosquitoes and how they play that role as they spread, theoretically, yellow fever. So you're going to reread paragraph 16 of chapter 6, highlight time order words in yellow. Time order words: first, last, then, next. Highlight each step of Dr. Lazier's experiment in green. All right, and that doesn't mean highlight the whole thing. That means highlight each step. So I should see gaps in your highlights. And then you're going to answer this question for card 1. What was one hypothesis that the team could investigate with this experiment? Write it as an if-then statement. So if the mosquitoes spread, if the infected mosquitoes spread yellow fever, then explain the result or the expected result for that hypothesis. Okay. If then is like cause and effect, right? If something happens, then something else happens. So what you're thinking about is, what is the theory or that Dr. Lazier wants to test, and what is the expected outcome of that test? In card 2, you're going to make a comic strip, and you're going to match some captions and dialogue as this loads. Hopefully yours loads faster than mine does today. Wow, this is quite slow. Oh, never mind. you're going to match these descriptions, captions, dialogue, whatever it is, to the correct order of Dr. Lazier's mosquito experiment. So what happened first, second, third, fourth, fifth? Make sure you follow the arrows. And then on card 3, you're going to use the comic strip in the order that you put those boxes in, or the descriptions of the boxes in, to complete these sentences. So Dr. Lazier will hatch the mosquitoes because you have to explain what he wants to do. He's going to let the female mosquitoes bite people who are infected with yellow fever because Dr. Lazier needs to have the infected mosquitoes bite healthy people because. So use this because. You need to explain the reason for each of these statements and submit it. Your wrap up. There's some practice with the evidence set to evaluate the mosquito theory. Take about 3 to 5 minutes to complete that and then move on to your exit ticket. Your exit ticket has 2 questions today. Based on the understanding of Dr. Finlay's theory, which caption best describes this image? So you're picking something. A caption is a description of the picture, but you're thinking what description for this picture connects most with Dr. Finlay's theory. Go back and look at it if you need to. For 20 years, he'd ignored rude remarks that others made about his work on yellow fever. For 20 years, he'd continued to believe his theory, and now he was eager to share his thoughts with others. Pick the right answer.